What's going on, everybody? This is Alex, USA Days. I just woke up and started my Uber morning. So I do some overtime kind of a thing. I don't know. Just making some extra money driving Uber, and I've been doing this about 2 months already. I did my initial video on my first experience, so I would like to record my additional experience and what happened since the last couple of months. I've recorded a video, the pluses of driving Uber, becoming Uber partner, and minuses, some suggestions and stuff like that. So let me begin that. Right now I'm actually waiting for the first customer, so if someone calls me, I mean on the app, I'll have to interrupt and then continue on recording later on. But let me start it. I've started about 2 months ago, and I started from a referral link of my wife. So basically she referred me, and we got both, after I completed 20 trips, we got both $300, which was pretty sweet. So she did get 300 and I did get 300, basically $600 each. And then I also referred a bunch of people which drove in different states, and this is through the blog. What was different, that actually each state has its own like referral policy, I guess, because some state would pay 100, other state would pay $50, other states pay $250. Like, it's not even by state, but the region and the demand, I assume. I'm not sure how much the person that I was referring is getting. I hope they're getting the promised $300, but you know, my referral was different. And overall, I mean, the experience is good. People are great. The main reason why I do it, because I do have another full-time job, is to make some extra cash on the side, kind of a thing. And you know, talking to people, driving people around, you always meet someone new. There's always a possibility for a good conversation. So a couple things I want to mark here. So what I've kind of sum up this little speech, right? So first, I don't know how much referral in each state and city gonna be, but they claim the earn up to 300 without specifying it. So the minus here, I would definitely be more specific depending on the region, like beforehand, telling, you know, for this region people will make this much, and for this much. I know all this changes, but okay, I have to drive someone, so I'll continue on later. Alright, so let's continue. I just did one ride and took the person to the airport. Did make $33, and this took me like for 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes of a drive, something like that. So now you just kind of wait in between, and let's go back to what I was talking about, that the Uber could adjust the way it actually says how much referral person would make, depending on the area. Not everyone will get 300, not every person. That's minus number one. Again, I'm not saying anything against it, I'm just saying this is something that could be improved. Minus number two is actually, you never know where you're gonna end up. You'll be driving people around, and most of the time, because I do live in Bay Area, I would end up somewhere in San Francisco, because it's constantly going to be dragging me there. There's a huge demand there, or people go to San Francisco, and then at the end of the day, or like driving time, you just have to kind of drive on your own from San Francisco back home without any ride, because there's no option to actually say, okay, I'm about to be done with my trips, just, you know, find a passenger who's looking for a location somewhere near I live, like whatever, 5-10 miles away, but not in San Francisco. So that's another minus. Other than that, I mean, it's been great. I've been doing it a couple, and I'm gonna tell you a little secret, what I was doing and how you can do it, because I do work full time. I work from 10 to 6 to 7 to 8 it depends, but I do work a full-time job, and I don't really opt to driving at night because that's when there's a lot of drunk people and you're tired after work, and you know, all those things kind of add up. So driving Uber after work isn't that a big, you know, thing that I would want to do. But what I do, I wake up, I used to do it every day but it's just too hard. Wake up at 5 a.m, drive like 4 or 5 hours before work, and then go to work. And I do it a couple times a week, plus a day or two on the weekend, and I have another person. Alright, I'll continue later on. Alright, so I'm done with my second trip for today, and it's only been an hour. I started at 5 a.m, now it's 6 a.m, and I already made $40. So basically it goes down to $20 an hour with a surge. I did pick the first person with a surge. Surge meaning it's really busy, and then you'll get more money for taking people around. Right, again. So one more trip coming. I mean, it's kind of hard to record, but you can see it's pretty busy in the mornings. All right, I'll continue on later. Hey, so all right, so as you can see, it's pretty busy. Every other minute I'm still online, so if someone calls, I'll have to stop, and then probably I'll just cut it off in the video and record it separately when I'm not working, when I'm offline. But as you can see so far, mornings are pretty busy. And what I do basically, because as I was telling you, I don't like working at night too much because of the drunk people, because it's after work, and I know there's some extra surge, some extra money, but the same thing in the morning. And I'm gonna tell you a little secret. So basically in Bay Area, you'll be making around $20 an hour if you work in the mornings before work, as I do, because I do have a full-time, as I said. But from 5 to 10 couple times a week, and on the weekends, that in the morning basically you can make around 100 something dollars for 5 hours. So it goes down to $20 an hour plus your gas, and then plus you have to pay out taxes out of it. But I mean, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good, and sometimes you will make more if it's a faraway trip and you're going to Berkeley, and then you get someone from Berkeley to go to San Francisco, stuff like that. Another minus is, it's not really a minus of Uber, but I think so. Uber is taking 20% of your cut, and when I'm talking about $100 a day, I mean for 5 hours. I mean, this is already without the Uber part. So this is 20% is already out of there, but 20% is pretty a lot if you think about it. Uber, they do supply customer support, they do supply the platform, but everything else you do it. I mean, you drive and then you take people around. You're being polite. You're being providing service. So 20% is hell a lot of money. Thinking about all the drivers, Uber's making millions and millions. So I think, I mean, that would be fair, maybe with experience, or if you're providing a great service over time, to kind of increase your share up to maybe 90%. That would be awesome. But that's not a suggestion. So I have another person to pick up. I'll continue on later. Alright guys, so I'm done for today finally. I can talk without anyone asking me for a ride. So I worked for 4 hours today and made $84. This is typical. So in the mornings in Bay Area, you'll be making around $20 an hour. Now, as I said previously, I would rather have, like, one of the minus Uber, I would rather have them keep less and pay their drivers more if, like, you worked for a certain time and you know, you've proven to be delivering great service. I think they should keep like 10% and then give you 90. If that would be possible, that's great. And also that goes to my saying at the start of the video that some areas would they give you less money for referrals, others more, and I guess it it also goes to the payouts and how much you will earn. Because I'm not only Uber driver, I'm also an Uber rider. Basically, I constantly use Uber when I need to get around. If I don't have my car, let's say I'm on a trip or something. And when I was in Florida, again, the guy was making there about $10 an hour. So that's what he told me. So $10 an hour comparing to $20 an hour in Bay Area, that's a huge difference. But again, the cost of living there is a lot less. So I think it all comes to kind of a equal number here and there. Also, I've talked to some people who work it full time, not like me, because I do it only a couple times a week. That they make around $300 dollars a day in Bay Area and around $500 a day in San Francisco. But he works like 12 hours a day driving around. So something to think about. And again, this is your car. You have to remember that this is your gas, and then you pay out the taxes, stuff like that. But that's all kind of like on the minuses, right? That I've told you so far, like, your own expenses. You got to pay taxes, of course, but you can't go select to go back, kind of, and find a trip towards when you're going home. But overall, this is a great experience. If you're looking for some extra money on the side, and then you don't want to drive nights, drive mornings before work. Like I work three times a week, maybe 15 hours or so, maybe sometimes 20 hours a week, but making $300+ that's great. That's great extra money that you can spend on whatever. And if you want to take it to a full-time, you buy yourself a gas saving car like Prius, or they actually have Uber has programs where you can lease a car with unlimited mileage. So you're limited. There's no mileage. You're leasing an Toyota Prius with unlimited mileage. You can drive all day long, and it's gonna cost you like really low. I don't know, $200 depending on the lease, but the deals are pretty good. So want to make some extra money? Go ahead. I have a referral link in the description. Just subscribe and follow the link. You will get $300. Hopefully, if in your area, you will have $300 of referral money, and then I'll get some referral as well, which is good for both of us. And if you subscribe without the link, then I guess you'll get less. So do it. Also, what I wanted to talk about, why I personally do it and why I personally like it. Besides my main job, which is in software, driving, I really like driving, and I like talking to people. So for me, it's a great experience regardless. I can just drive and be quiet if people are not communicating, or if they want to talk, I can talk. And you meet a lot of great people. I've met professors, I've met directors, I've met students, but everyone has a story, and a lot of people want to share it. Also, for my fellow immigrants here in the United States, if you have a driver's license, if you have a car older than, not older, but 2010 and younger, I guess that's the right way of saying it, just go ahead and start Uber. You can talk to people and practice your English. That's also a good part of it. Communication. You can actually meet people, and I don't want to emphasize making friends and stuff, right? But still, things happen. You can talk to someone. You can exchange numbers. You can give a business card. They can give theirs, and here you go. You have a contact. So that's mostly it. I think so far my experience with Uber is great, and I do enjoy it. People are great. Service that I provide, I always strive for a great service. I offer water. I ask, is it too cold, too hot? I don't press too much, but I'm asking like simple questions. If there's any specific radio station, or like if they want to charge their phone, I have an Samsung S4, the micro plug charger, and I have iPhone charger. So providing great service. Car is clean, it's not hard, and all of this you can expense later on from your taxes. I mean, the gas, the mileage, it's not going to be that big of a tax break. Not tax break, but the taxes that you're going to pay, it's not going to be that big. All right, if you have any questions regarding Uber experience as a driver or as a rider, because I do both, just post a comment in the comment section. I would be happy to answer them. And as I said, overall the gig is great. Hours flexible, you work whenever you want. And if you want to try and start, just go ahead. I have a link, a referral link below, then just click it right there and start your Uber driving experience. All right, thanks for watching, and this was Alex USA Days, and bye bye.